What's up, guys? Welcome back to Coffee and Kareem. My name is Kareem Jovian, and remember, your support is greatly appreciated. If you guys want to check out my merch, it's at kjovian.com. We have mugs, t-shirts, and even pillows if you're into that. So if you want to support this podcast and support us in any way, buy some stuff, a thing or two. That would be great. Thank you so much. So today I'm here with our Twiz.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Rob Twiz. He is a rapper. He is a talented writer, performer. He's done a lot. We've worked on a lot, and I've been in a couple of his music videos, and we actually shot some music videos, and we shot some songs that we haven't made music videos for. So they're still in the works. They're coming, and we got a lot more that hopefully we do together. So without further ado, introduce yourself.
Well, you kind of alley-ooped me right there. Rob Twiz. I'm born and raised in the Bronx, from Yonkers, New York. Hip-hop artist, songwriter. Musician, everything you need me to be. I'm here for it. The music world, I'm here for it. I've been doing this for a minute. Like you said, we got our joints together. So your fan base may be familiar, maybe here and there from seeing me on a couple records, but it's been some time.
Yeah,
it's been a couple years.
Yeah. So why the long break?
Writing. I want it to be perfect, and the game just changes so much.
Yeah.
Every few years, it's almost like you got to reinvent or take a step back and see what's happening. Mm-hmm. So that's where I've been at, and just, upping your quality.
That's good. That's good. I've seen like a lot of the quality's been really good lately, and I wanted to let the viewers know a little bit about how you started, what you did, and you were featured on MTV's Sweet 16, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Talk about all that.
All right, well, let's take it all the way back then. We got a time limit or not?
Nah, go ahead.
All right, cool. So, it started from your social media guy, from MySpace for me. I had a pretty good presence back on the MySpace days. This chick ended up reaching out to me, finding my music through there, hit me up, flew me out to perform on MTV Super Sweet 16. I'm talking almost 10 years ago at this point.
That's crazy.
It was with Baby Bash, Paula Deanda, a couple other old
heads. Oh, wow, really? Baby Bash. Nice.
Yeah. Baby Bash tried to come crash my set, but I didn't let that happen.
Oh, yeah?
He was getting hyped, apparently, and he was trying to get on my float because that was like the intro to the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it started off with that, and I just kept my traction going from MySpace pretty much. And, I made a couple other appearances. I did another MTV show with Sway, MTV Rat Fix. That was pretty dope. Otherwise, I've been just plugging here and there. I got a couple plugs, I guess, on World Star you may see.
Yeah, I saw those.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's just a lot here and there. It's almost to the point where it's like a breaking point, but I haven't gotten there yet,
No, it's cool, man. It's those are some pretty good achievements. So your resume is pretty full and pretty well done. Super Sweet 16, bro. That's where you gotta be at. No, I'm just kidding.
God damn.
I'm just kidding, bro. But that's still awesome. You it's like you were literally on the level of these guys. Like Baby Bash, and they're like huge. So you're huge. So now that you kind of like taking a step back and you're starting to do a lot more serious work and more serious projects. As we get older, we become more serious with what we make. So what are you working on right now?
Well, I think the biggest thing or the newest thing that people may or may not see me kind of crossing into is I'm big into MMA. I'm big into fighting, but with that side comes a lot of struggled youth. A lot of people you work with they're people with hard come-ups. Mm-hmm. So I've been making a lot of motivational music. I've been trying to make fighting music, but in a positive way, like grind music. I'll make a announcement right now. I've actually decided to become a full-time ambassador with Spar Bar. They're a new invention that you may see. You can see every major boxer using. Anthony Joshua, even to old heads, Roy Jones. They got Kevin Hart hitting that thing. Ryan Garcia. Pretty much it's a new the Spar Bar. You pretty much punch the bar, that thing comes swinging back at you. So
you want to show it?
Yeah, sure, if we could find that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make their new official song for them. and they're gonna end up going on tour, kind of like the Harlem Globetrotters, but they're gonna take their talented youth on tour and perform, and
Wow.
pretty much use my song as like their motivational factor.
Mhm.
And
That's
yeah.
actually a really genius idea.
yeah, genius, and like it's a lot harder than it even looks.
Yeah.
So I got some coming my way. You're more than welcome to hitting the gym and trying it out.
Hell yeah, I'd be down, man. I love things that kind of work on your coordination. You always got to keep your brain tip top, man. You know, like with the twitch reflexes and everything. You know,
Yeah.
that works the mind just as much as the body, which is very important. So that's cool, man. Congrats on that. That's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
You do music for MMA fighters too.
Yeah, exactly.
So how does that work?
So my boy, shout out to Castriot, Gemma, go check him out. He fights in Bellator. My other boy, I got a couple boys fighting Bellator. So I started off, he's my boy. So he came up with the idea like, yo, I fuck with your music. I'm allowed to curse. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
I fuck with your music. Make me a walkout song. I'm like, hell yeah. I've been watching UFC before it's been kind of popular. Like right now, I feel like it's on the incline and the peak. And since McGregor, Ronda Rousey, all that stuff, people watch it. But I've been watching it over 10 years. And I was like, yo, hell yeah. Bellator is the second biggest organization. Did a walkout song for him. And like every time hearing it in the arena, people getting loud, people getting hyped for that shit. I kind of liked it. I was like, all right. My other boy fights for Bellator too. Just made his walkout song for him too. And then he's showing me support from all these other fighters from his gym, like showing, just like loving the record and saying how much it gets them hyped up. So I decided to do a MMA cypher, kind of similar to how I do the Halloween ciphers, but just me by myself. And I kind of name dropped all the UFC fighters and MMA fighters and used their names as punchlines. So that's literally the last video I just released. And that caught some traction here and there. So we're trying to push that out. But actually, the biggest thing in that community, I guess, is I ended up name dropping John Jones, which is my favorite fighter, maybe my favorite athlete in existence.
Nice.
He ended up seeing it, hit me up, followed me, post my shit on his IG.
That's dope.
Yeah, just show mad support. We've been DMing each other here and there, and it's just been mad love. And just something so little like that was like, all right, I like this lane. The guy who I'm the biggest fan of, because I'm more fans of, I don't really care to meet artists. Like, it'd be cool, because especially for networking and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
for me, I'm so big into fighting. It's like, damn, John Jones. So getting
That's a
his
win
attention
right there,
and
yeah.
having him be like, yo, I can't wait to see you blow up. Like, I really fuck with your bars. It's like, damn. Anytime I'm feeling like low or having an off day or having a mind fart or something, I'm just like, all right, there's people out there who have expectations for me, so.
Yeah, man, that's huge, man. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's a great avenue. Like, you're finding your niche. Like, you could just kind of like, that's a huge business right there. Imagine you making music for like a lot of their.
And it's like it's pretty much an untouched market. So down the line, I'd love to get it into the right hands. I think UFC even has a label. I would love to do a soundtrack for the next video game. I would like to do just like an MMA type of EP or something. Aside, because I'm always making my regular music, which is like, got the love songs, got the hard stuff, got the party stuff. But my niche market right now, I'm definitely trying to do something that hasn't been done before as far as
That's smart. That's
blending
smart.
that. Yeah.
So, with that direction now, you feel like it's more fulfilling in a way.
As long as I'm having fun,
Yeah.
it keeps me happy. And that's just something that's like comes easy to me. Somebody, if I know I'm gonna write something or write a cipher for it or write for a fighter, like it comes easy to me. So it's like, yeah, it's definitely fulfilling.
That's cool. So you, first I want to ask you about how you feel about the hip hop world now and in its state.
I mean, it's definitely confusing. Because there's almost like there's no blueprint to it. Obviously, most people spend their time online. If you spend your time online, you see what's happening. It's a lot of gimmick. It's a lot of, you're better off. You'll probably get more views and traction to your career if you meet your favorite artist and punch them in the face, rather than having a song with them at this point. That's where this world has taken us. So like the music world, as far as like being a relevant artist, it's at a whole different space right now. But as far as the actual music, if you dig enough, you'll find valid artists. Just unfortunately, if you listen to the radio, there's only like 5 of them at a time.
That's true, man, and that's actually a valid point you bring up, and it's like that. And I come from the social media world and YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff, and that's where we post. It's like the drama has become more important than the creativity and the art.
Yeah, you know what? While we're at it, I don't follow it too much, but actually my cousin sends me stuff here and there. I see like YouTube boxing is becoming a thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I see dudes like hit, and they're getting a lot more views than some of these HBO guys.
Yeah, they did, and it was actually a big deal. I remember it started with KSI and Joe Whaler. I met him. He was a really cool guy. They had some beef, and they're like, let's settle it in the ring.
Yeah, which is respectable.
Yeah. So, but they built it up. I think they built up the hype because they knew they had some viewers and they're gonna get money off of it, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of this stuff is fabricated too.
Yeah.
And then they moved on with Logan Paul and KSI because KSI won the match with Joe Weller.
Okay.
And it was actually the very first pay-per-view match I actually bought into. Like I actually bought.
You bought it?
Yeah. My girl was like, "What is this?" I was like, "No, these are YouTubers and they're punching each other in the face. I want to see them." Yeah. So it's like it was pretty crazy, man. They had a whole bunch of people like undercards, a lot of other YouTubers, smaller YouTubers, and
were you familiar with them?
Yeah, Scarce, he's a friend of mine. He doesn't post much on YouTube anymore. He lost weight for it. He was like really heavy. He was like a fat kid.
It's crazy.
So he lost weight for it, and it was an all right match. It wasn't too crazy, but he got something good out of it. Lost a lot of weight, got some attention. But they made a lot of money. The tickets were like maybe around the 60s or hundreds. And then
like a normal
event. And then the pay-per-view was like $8.
Oh, okay. Oh,
so
that's good.
Yeah, so it's pretty insane, man. Like, and I was thinking about like, shit, I should be in a boxing match. That shit was trending.
So
man.
who do you got beef with then? Because let's set it up. Pick your poison for me,
bro. I don't know, man. It's like I don't have beef with anyone. I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty.
We're too old for that.
I think like it's easy to let go of issues, but if someone wants to fight and like they want to settle it, I'll be down. What about you? You'd be down to do a boxing match?
Hell yeah. Set it up. Tell me who you don't like and pick your poison because I've been fluctuating in my weight, fucking around to see what I can dip low to and dip high to. Mm-hmm. So I know I can get as low as like 145 and as high as like a $185. So anybody within those weight classes, you got 45 pounds to play with me. So whoever Kareem don't like, let's set it out right now.
Oh my God, I'll be Dana White. I'll be paying for that shit.
Yeah, he's taking all my money then.
And taking all the money too.
Yeah.
But no, man, that's actually a really cool. It's a really cool thing that's going on. I think it's a cool avenue. Who knows? Maybe we should give it a shot. I'll be down. I will be down. But you see, the thing is, I might look like a small guy, but my mind is my weapon. Like when I want to train for something, I become 100% part of it, and I train.
Yeah.
So I'll be with the quickness. I'll be the Bruce Lee. Anyway, so tell me, like, do you have any music videos coming out now or anything that you're working on right now?
Yeah, for sure. So like I said, I just put out the MMA Cypher, which is kind of just content to put out. But as far as my official stuff goes, I got another video. I literally just downloaded it this morning.
Okay, we're going to check that out.
Yeah, we could peep that. And I'm just getting ready for the summer. I got the party records. I got the girl records. I pretty much got like 2 albums ready at this point from what I've been recording for the last 2.5 years. So it just comes down to picking the right records. And I'm starting to notice it's better to invest your time and money into one project instead of just putting out a lot of little content or lower quality. So I'm definitely trying to up my quality and push a few select singles.
So when you say like one project, like, what do you mean? Like, how does that work?
Just instead of like investing my time and money and everything into putting together a 25-track mixtape, which is pretty much what I'm like sitting on, I'm better off picking a solid 5-6 records, call it an EP, and invest. Like I said, instead of making 4 videos, invest into 1 or 2 videos that are, top-notch quality and just to push because, it's a fast-paced online. So I know like people want new content instantly, 24/7. But
I know. Yeah, it's crazy.
it's a hard medium, but I think it's better to put out quality material over just
Yeah.
average work every week. I'd rather put one solid thing out every
Yeah.
few months or something.
Whatever works for you.
Yeah,
Man.
it's whatever
Yeah.
works.
Whatever works for you, just keep doing that. All right. So this over here is your new music video. It just hasn't even been released yet, so it's kind of like an exclusive.
Yeah, it just got transferred to me, and I just looked at it, so I probably only watched it once. So.
All right, so let's check it out.
I'ma be alright. Say a prayer, bitch, bang. Hopping out the range, feel like Barry Wayne with the gang. Feel like Young Jermaine, money in the thing. What's the word? Please don't talk about it. Show me that you masked up. Who you fucking robbing? I feel like a Bane. I'm a beast. I'm a dog. ODB, I like it raw. 7D, I'm tell your ass. So to get it on the floor. I'm in Jersey, moving dirty. Feel like Curry in the fourth. I'm like Thanos, switch with favor. When I'm snapping, it go off. Fucking thought. Don't come with the hammer unless you let it off. You a thought. Proceed with caution when you approach a boss. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is still the sweetest thing right next to getting pussy.
I mean, it's good to see that you're still releasing content. Do you see yourself like there's gonna be like a point where it's like, all right, if it's not working out, I'm gonna have to switch my lane, or what exactly is success to you? Because I know there's a lot of people that are watching us too that they're probably following in the path of creating music or just being creative in general.
Yeah.
What is success to you?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's enjoying what you're doing. As soon as that gets sucked out, you may want to double check where you're at mentally, because if you're not having fun with this and you're not enjoying it, or you're doing it for a whole different reason, then you could stop. You can stop before it even starts. I don't know. Like, obviously, people put certain numbers, certain ages in your head, just like anything else in life, what you want to accomplish by a certain age or whatever.
Yeah.
Things don't work out as planned.
You're telling me.
It is what it is. Sometimes I wonder myself. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. I'm like, what's gonna happen in another 5 years? If you don't want to be pushing what society calls a failed rapper or a loser by a certain age.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't even know. But that's the fun of it too. You don't know.
See,
my favorite meme is this dude. It's a cartoon of a gold miner, and he's about to strike the diamonds.
That's my favorite one too.
And my man just turns around. It's like you never know how close you were. So
yeah, that's very very prevalent with me too. That was I was actually with my friend and I was talking to her about my career online, and I was like, I don't know when the hell is this gonna take off, and she's like, and she just sent me that picture.
Yeah.
And it was like a guy digging.
Yeah.
And then another one who he's still going and he's going through, and then another one where he's so close to the diamonds and he's like, I quit, and he just left.
Yeah.
But he was so close to the diamonds.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that meme. Yeah, it's a really good one to bring up. So it's the thing is, I'm gonna throw a couple of gems if you don't mind.
Let's go.
So basically, the beauty of today, even though it's become so saturated, is that there's many different forms of success. Like, a lot of people think like, oh, I got to be on TV, I got to be in, like, mainstream to be really successful. Although that is, that's the epitome of success, depending. You could also have like really big success in your own circles, in your own world of social media, whatever that may be, SoundCloud, YouTube, or Spotify. So it's not that it's easier, but it's more, it's more like easier in the sense to be more coherent on where you want to be blowing up, where you want the fans to be on your point and all that stuff. So yeah, man. I mean, like, just keep at it. I mean, I already think you're a big deal. So I don't know, like,
what it is? Like, I was actually driving here. It's a nice day outside in the city.
It's a beautiful day outside.
Big buildings out here. It's big New York City, whatever. Dude, it's so funny how quick you just turn ungrateful, or you don't give yourself enough props. I never stop to give myself props, because then it's like you can't congratulate yourself so much on your last blessing, or else you'll miss your next one. But thinking like, growing up, I never thought, like, it was a dream of mine, hear myself on Hot 97. All right, boom, hit that. Songs on the radio. How? Like, if you told me at 11 years old, 12 years old, listening to the radio, listening to all my favorite artists, it was just like a far-fetched dream. Now I got it, and I'm just like, next, MTV, Got on there, never in my life. Got in there multiple times. Never in my life did I think I could hit that. All right, next. It's almost like you had a couple of videos go viral, just like you have too, and you're like, wow, literally over 15 million people on these ciphers, and it's like, all right, who cares? Next, like you're always on the next thing, but you actually, the issue is like a lot more people see it and probably won't even give you props for it. So you're always like looking for the next thing to kind of put out, or not that you care for someone's judgment, but you stay relevant, stay pushing out content because you just want to be out there, but you never like let it sink in of what you're actually doing or your impact, or even for yourself, your own personal goals. So that's something that I've been trying to sit back and be like, all right, be happy that you have this. Be happy that you hit this. If your next one doesn't perform well, dude,
get back to the drawing board.
Yeah, get back to the drawing board and be happy you've had some type of success. So there's people that I know just have zero, and it's sad, but that's the reality of it. So it's how you take it, and it's how motivated you are to keep it going, I guess.
Yeah, and it's really important, like you said, like you just got to keep going. It can get hard, man. It can get hard for us creators, man, because we've seen the whole front end of it. Like I told you with my world, everything's getting like demonetized, and now it's like a whole new obstacle that we got to get through. So I'm like, I have to reinvent myself now, and I have to figure out another way or just some new type of content, and I'm still in the process of doing that. So I'm like starting all over again. But you might feel like you want to quit sometimes, but you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Because it can get tough, like you can get in those fucking those funks, and you don't want to be caught in that for too long.
Yeah.
And I like what you said. You don't want to dwell too much on your failures, but you also don't want to dwell too much on your successes.
Yeah.
Because then you will miss the next one. I like that because it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Definitely, it's stuff I think about. I would say, unfortunately, on a daily basis. Like, I don't speak a lot in general. I'm not voicing my opinion too much unless you're in my inner circle or in my group chat or something, on my daily group chat where we're annoying the shit out of each other. I'm not really on Twitter like that. I'm not just voicing my own opinions, but I don't like people knowing where I'm at mentally either. I'm just always on to the next one, and I'm telling you, I think about it every single day.
Yeah.
Not my failures and successes, but my next move, and every day you feel a different way.
Yeah.
Shit, now it's 65 and sunny outside. I feel like I'm ready to kill it right now.
Yeah, it's insane, bro. I felt the same way. Like this when the weather's nice, it's like shit.
Last month it was snowing and you're just chilling in your crib. You're like, damn, why only get 2,000 views on this?
Oh man, I feel you, bro. My latest video got only 8,000, man. That shit should be bobbing. Like I tested, I actually tested on someone else's channel, and I thank him for letting me try that out. It got 80,000 on his. But mine, it got 8,000.
Too,
the fuck?
Because probably 99% of it isn't even your talent level. It's your platform. I mean, I use the same reference every single time. It's pretty stupid, but like, look at people on reality shows who have zero talent, but they have a huge following. I mean, their talent was being like a reality star or being a personality, but it's not much talent to it. Or if you take, like you said, you could take if I take my music video and I pay somebody with 20 million subscribers, like a world star, to post it, it's instantly going to get 500,000 views. 300K to 500,000 is the average. So does that mean I'm a better artist now because I got more views, or did I just put it on the right platform? Half the time.
Very true.
More than half the time, it is that.
Very true.
Which it comes down to money, just like everything else in this
industry.
industry.
Yeah, we were talking about that, man. Everything comes down to money. It's fucking annoying, but it is how it is. And you just gotta save up that Bitcoin and see where it goes.
I don't know about Bitcoin right now. That's a little flimsy too, but
yeah, I wish I fucking went in early. My brother was telling me about that shit when it was $200.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's good, man. Like, I always love these conversations I'm having, with people who are creatives, because it's important, especially in our world, because now, we're becoming like the, we're spending so many years in the social media. It's kind of new. It just started, but now we're getting to the point where it's like people are going into it.
Yeah.
They're growing into it and they're living it. Like we had that good switch. We had that nice transition from MySpace and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But people are getting born into it, so their life is kind of like, it's imagine you post a video and you get super famous from it, from getting so many views. And then you're like, oh shit, this is my life. I could do this. This is what it's all about.
Yeah.
And then you start realizing that, that's just everybody's lifestyle. You can have a viral video that don't mean shit anymore.
Yeah, there's thousands of people with viral videos who are like right now working at a car wash or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And they let that get to their mind, and then that kind of screws them up.
That's true. We definitely had the best of both worlds growing up. I feel like our last generation versus
best generation, to be honest.
Definitely, because we were outside. I don't know about you. I assume so. I was outside in the street. Positives and negatives. Not like street, like I'm in the hood. I mean, I was literally manhunt,
playing,
freeze tag, asses up, just playing in the physical street, sweating.
Yeah.
Now even walking in the city, dude, thousands of people. We're all walking like this.
Yeah.
Myself too, but.
Yeah, but it's okay because we had that life, that early life,
Yeah.
I actually wanted to make a video about that, and it'll be a cool concept to make a rap video about it, about how, if you want to help me with it, like we could make I'll put it on my channel. That it would be pretty interesting because I feel like the 1985 to 1985 to 95 years were the best years for people who are born in those years.
Oh, absolutely. Everything from athletes to sports to music.
Everything was amazing that time. And then the reason why also for us, we got to experience everything. Like you said, the best of both worlds. We got to experience life with no technology. I didn't have a cell phone until I was like in my 20s,
Yeah.
So it's like we had that lifestyle, no phones, no YouTube, no nothing. We just played outside, played video games when the video games came out. Tag, handball, all that good stuff.
Yeah, man.
And then finally, the internet started getting popular because there was no internet either, and it started to just come up. Remember dial-up and AOL and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then we just started getting exposed to it. So we lived our young life the way it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. The way they have it now, it's not how it's supposed to be.
No.
And then we moved into the internet world, and then, boom, we got to experience the both worlds. And other people were born into this. Feel kind of bad for them because now they're gonna grow up with this complex, and it's gonna fuck them up.
I mean, we had cell phones in high school, but like they looked like they were recorded by a potato. But if we had the internet, we'd be going viral left and right off of stupid shit. It almost makes you want to be an asshole just to get clicks.
Yeah, I was just talking about that too, like how crazy it is. Like we used to do a lot of crazy shit in high school.
Yeah.
And we're like, imagine we had like our phones recording all the shit we did, man. Nobody's doing that shit right now. Yeah. So, but then again, maybe we're lucky because that probably would have ruined our lives.
That too. You're a whole different person from high school to now.
I'm kind of thankful for that.
Yeah.
Now let's jump into something a little more. It's actually kind of sad. I didn't know who he was. I did some research on him recently when I heard the news. But Nipsey Hussle, he passed away. May he rest in peace. It's actually kind of insane. All the good things this guy was doing for his community and what he's been pushing for. I couldn't believe that there was somebody out there that's really like giving back. Because I used to always be like, man, when someone makes it big, they don't give a damn about their hood anymore. They just bounce and they up and leave, and they'll come back for publicity and all that, but they don't really give back. And I haven't seen anyone giving back like Nipsey, like giving back to building and giving homeless people work and really helping out. Supposedly he got shot and killed by someone he knew who was like a snitch or something like that. So he called him out for it, and then he shot him right in front of his business, the Marathon clothing line.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what are your thoughts on that, man?
I mean, it's sad how like somebody you never met or you even know can actually like hit you emotionally or mess up your day or your few days. Obviously, like anybody else, people who aren't attached to him, you're probably going to not talk about it in 2 weeks, but it does affect everybody. It's just crazy because you would think, at least from my experience, growing up from a child to teen to, even mid-20s, that's when you have the most problems, and you really gotta, close your circle. Or you're not successful yet, so you're still stuck where you're stuck at, and bad shit can happen. But he's 33 years old. He's successful. He's a business owner, entrepreneur. You wouldn't think you'd get caught up in something like this. You would think you're already past that stage, So just to have it happen in general is awful, but to get past so much as a troubled individual, become this successful, and then lose it, it's just like, that's when you start questioning, like, how the world works in general. So it's just crazy, man.
So I remember you were telling me something about his tweet and like how it's crazy, like people, like coincidental, like people would just kind of feel.
It happens so much. It happened to people I know that passed away, people who are close to me. It's almost like they have some type of notion, like, I'm not gonna say, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of weird to say, but like
they kind of feel something.
Kind of, yeah, maybe like you feel something, or you catch some type of other sense. It's not really coincidental to me, because now I've personally seen it happen a handful of times.
Mm-hmm.
You got people, I mean, just look back. Go look through his tweets. It's not like, let's just use him as an example right now since we're talking about it. It's not like he was putting out, like, a lot of his stuff was just like videos, retweets, stuff like that. He wasn't really writing inspirational stuff, or not that often. So the fact that it happens an hour before, 2 hours before, it's like he must have known something.
Wow. Damn, I didn't know it was 2 hours before. I thought it was like a day before or something.
Nah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad. It really is. I listened to some of his music and stuff. It's pretty good.
So another thing about that, if you really want to be supportive, and people are online posting pictures and stuff, just stream his album. He's a smart dude. He owns all his masters. So when you listen to Victory Lap, he owns all that. All the streams go directly into his pocket.
Nice.
Something like that is a way you can support.
It should be. Yeah, that's how it should be. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about the conspiracy theory? You believe that or not?
Like I said, it's kind of a weird coincidence.
Yeah.
So I'm not. People can believe whatever they want to believe. There's kind of two sides to it, just like anything else. Like,
yeah, it's true.
It makes you think, all right, it was just his friend. He was salty about something and whatever. But then you start digging a little deeper, especially with the documentary he was working on, the Dr. CB, and it just makes you wonder. It makes you think. Kind of makes you open your eyes a little more, and who knows? For all we know, government could give this guy 100 bands that he can give to his family, and now he just takes a murder charge, but he set his family up for success. I don't know. Who knows, man?
Yeah.
And
you never know,
man. It's
just
a weird coincidence. Every time something happens, there's a way to find.
Yeah, and I think it could be two things. It could be kind of like the problem with social media and how they connect things sometimes. Kind of like with Triple X when he died, they said he faked his death, and people were believing that for a sec. But then it keeps our mind open, and it doesn't let us believe. It's like what they say. Believe half of what you see. No, don't believe what you hear, but believe half of what you see.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I don't like talking too much either, because I keep my mouth shut, because you never know what's going on, man. You never know. You never know.
You're right.
All right. So, do you have like you wanted to make like a piece for Nipsey?
Yeah, I've just been writing. I'm always writing. I'm not gonna freestyle. Like I told you, when I freestyle, people just comment, and instead of focusing on the bars, they said it's not a freestyle.
Yeah.
But it's dope. But it's not a freestyle.
It's about the message.
So you know what? I got a little message. I wrote it. It's more poetry to me. So yeah, I could flow on something, and I'll read what I wrote.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Put my 10-year challenge up on the screen. 18, I saw work with Latin kings. Nowadays, new dudes ratting their own team. They like an Indian last name, they all sing, not me. The kid just way too thorough. Try me, get tossed off of the tri-bro. Talk money, I talk back and talk pro. When I die, put red and black on my mural. Who the nicest? I said I'm Albanian, they thinking that I'm ISIS. Way too ignorant, that MAGA hat don't make you righteous. I ain't Jesse Smollett, if I pull it, it's a crisis. Got got my bachelor's degree, but I could've went to Rikers. I swear I'd rather sit around and politic with lifers. The 9 to 5 rat trap got us like some mices. Ironic how the crackers get the cheese and give us prices, but this a different drive and they couldn't buy my license. Yeah, and rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Crazy how we never even met him, but he touched you. Told us it's a marathon, don't never let him rush you. Married to the streets, but that shit'll never love you. I'm thinking that was wifey and his daughter crying puddles. It happens every day, but still don't justify the puzzle. Like, what is God's plan? What's the purpose of the struggle? You finally see the light and it's the wrong end of the tunnel. Damn, really got me in my duffel. Feel like time's limited, I'm trying to make it double. They from the Amazon, fire sticks in the jungle, but we just want to motivate and teach them to be humble. It's the gift of the gab. A little bit of confidence will get you the bag. The whole damn world seen his victory lap. We can meet him at the finish line and give it all back. Word.
Bars were nice, man. Thank you for that. We appreciate that, man.
Of course, man.
And again, rest in peace, Nipsey. You know, always losing good people out here. You know, I'm like, you know, I just love the culture, man, and what these people use with their platforms. And you know, he was doing something good with his platform, and it's just sad. It's sad. You know, it's sad.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully, just people could see any positive out of it and just pick up from where he left off at.
Yeah, I hope, man. I hope. And you said something that's just insane and strong. It's like you love the streets, but they don't love you back.
Yeah.
You get married to the streets, but they don't love you back.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and I was just talking about that. It's like, see, he's giving back so much, and he like, I remember his brother was like, they wanted to move, like, get away once they made their money.
Yeah.
They wanted to move away, but his brother was like, "No, let's go back to where we started and finish what we started and build our store here in the corner that we used to always hang out."
Yeah.
They did it. They made money. And he listened to his brother, but then it didn't. Like, they tried their best to help out, and at the end, it took him out. So, yo, Archwiz, I really appreciate you coming through, man. This was really fun, and I hope you come through again. And we can't wait to see what you create. Looking forward to working with you in the future too. We gotta make some things happen together. Yeah, you know my style. I like to have fun, crazy. So you know,
I got some stuff ready.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up when we cut the cameras. I'll pull it up. I got some new beats and joints ready. So
I'm
we're gonna
ready.
get you back in the booth and make something happen.
It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. You know, the weather's nice. The weather's getting better, and finally we can go out and film. Cause you know we're like hermits when the weather is like horrible.
Cold out here, man.
Yeah. Anyway, Rob, thank you so much for coming through.
Yeah.
If there's any final words you wanna throw out there, or any closing remarks?
You know, stay motivated. Coming here, motivation. I appreciate you having me here. Don't think too hard, guys. Just have fun. Don't forget to have fun. That's it. I mean, that's what I always tell myself.
Yeah.
You get stressed over everything, you almost forget to take time for yourself. Just relax, my guys.
Yeah, very true, very true. And also, if you have anything that you want to promote, your social medias or anything,
yeah, man,
just
hit
ahead.
me up. Instagram is RobTwiz, RobTwizz. Twitter, RTwiz. Facebook, RTwiz Music. So you're better off just Googling or YouTubing. And I'm trying to get my subs up too. So, you know, we're going to put out more content and push the YouTube out too. It's Team Twiz 101. So you'll see me on that.
So there you go, guys. Be sure to subscribe, like, hit that notification bell, and comment below what else you would like to see, and if something that you want us to work on, also write that in the comments below. We might make it happen. If we do, we'll give you a shout out. All right.
Yeah, drop a comment, tell them to stop playing so we can get some music videos.
All right, let's do it.